I learned this from Scott and Sean, is you do a double knockout. Whether it's a
Mm.
double cross body, you cross body each other, but you do a double knockout, double knockdown. And the key to the double knockdown is not to fucking the minute you hit the ground to move. Because if I fucking hit you, if our heads hit and we get a response where the people are like, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen, like that, and
Mm.
then when you both hit the mat, nobody moves. Now the referee's looking, and if he's a good worker, he's looking back and forth, going, "Oh fuck, what do I do? Oh shit, I better count. One, two, three." Nobody moves because the minute you move, the people know you don't need them. When it gets to seven, you'll get the people to make noise
Mm.
because they don't. They're like, "Come on, man, get the fuck up," because that's what you need to do. You need to call the match. You need to fucking run. You need to run the ship out there, And it's just like, and I see so many fucking great double knockouts, double knockdowns, moves where both guys could, and somebody immediately, like I watched the girls the other day, and they're fucking great move outside, and one of the girls fucking as one's not moving and selling, she's not moving and selling, except she's pulling her knee fucking pad up.
Oh God, I see that so much.
And it's
Fixing
just like,
their
oh
outfits and
wow,
stuff.
make sure your fucking costuming's fucking squared away. Like
Right.
you
When
don't
I'm
need
barely
me.
conscious in the bar fight after I got a pitcher of beer smashed over my head, I usually fix
Check your watch.
my cuffs. I make sure that
Yeah,
they're
I said, make
rolled.
sure your fucking watch is fucking
Yeah.
squared away where you can read it. No, it's just it's little tiny things, but it's just like it's always the details between great and just merely good.
Mm. So true. And in wrestling schools, um, how much of that is emphasized? Like a trainer, I would hope a trainer would see a young guy or gal, um, who instinctively has that, right? Who knows that stuff, who just kind of is
It's
so.
not instinctual though, because ring psychology, especially when you're watching it now, and it looks like 1990 wrestling sped up. You know, I mean, it looks like everything is sped up. And God, who did I watch the other day? And it was like I think it might have been Braun and Jay, and their timing was just off on several spots. And like one of them would get up too soon for the other one, and he was kind of dicking his hand, waiting for the other guy to jump off, and they just had
Mm-hmm.
some little nuances back and forth, and I'm sure most people don't catch that, but like I remember Scott would not like Scott had really good peripheral vision, and the thing is like don't turn your back completely to your opponent. As you get up, and say the person's directly behind you, as you get up to your feet, open up and take that first step with your left where you kind of put you at a 90 to them. So now if they're coming and they're ready, all you got to do is square. You just got to push that other foot,
Mm.
and then they're there. But if they're not there and they fumble fucked around on top, you can fucking bend down because you're not square yet. And anybody that's ever watched Scott work will recall him doing this, where this hand will go up to draw the attention one way. He'll put this hand down, and as he does that, then he turns and looks again, and then there's the feed. You know, so it's just like you've got to be creating some kind of movement, but you need to be able to. If you can't see that person,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
And the other thing too is, I would imagine for a wrestler, because it's like this for an actor, you know, as part of your acting exercises, if you ever took classes or whatever, I really didn't. Had one in college I had to take, but I know a thing that my wife often talks about when she trains young actors is don't do something that you're supposed to be forced to do unless your scene partner forces you to do it. You know, like if you're not getting it from the other one, you don't do it of your own accord. If I'm screaming at you to shut the door, when you feel that is intense enough, that's when you shut the door. Kind of got to make them do it. So in the ring, so something happened the other night. Becky Lynch was, I forget who she was, in the aisleway with, in the walkway up. And the girl grabbed Becky's head to walk her back toward the ring. But when Becky felt the hand, she thought it was going to be a shot into the guardrail because she was leaning on the guardrail, and the girl grabbed her hair. And the girl goes to walk, the hand separates, and Becky takes an invisible bump into the guardrail. Unless somebody slams you into the fucking guardrail, make that happen, right? You don't take the bump unless someone makes
Well,
you take the bump.
if you fucking know what you're doing, you grab them with both your hands, grab their hair with both your hands, and you make a fucking face like, and you're pulling her into position, and then you fucking say to her, watch the guardrail.
Right.
Now you walk her over, you take the one hand back, and now she's going to give you a great guardrail
Right.
because she can protect herself. She knows what you're doing.
Communication.
Got to communicate. It's a fucking work.
Right.
But that's the difference between Becky, who's seasoned, and the other girl that's just on her way up.
You mentioned something last week too about Rhea. There was a whiff. One of the young ladies missed a punch on Rhea, and
Rhea didn't
props
sell
to
it.
Rhea. She didn't fucking sell it because there was no punch. Right. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Carl Baxter was watching last week. He said, I know the last time Kev watched Star Wars was 1983, but I've got to recommend Andor on Disney Plus. It's adult Star Wars. It's gritty. It's real. Looks at the beginning of the Galactic Civil